Are we live yet?
No, it's not showing live on my side yet. Yeah, not yet.
All right, we'll see whenever. Right now, it's showing that we're live.
Okay. I think we are live now.
Fantastic. Yay, we're live for another fantastic Saturday night bling party, and I'm so thrilled to be with all of you guys. And I already see some friends in the chat, which is very exciting. But first, before I welcome Nate, who's in from New Zealand, I have a very special message from Poodle, who I do see in the chat. And I think it's important that we announce what is being sold tonight in the alleyway. So for all of our friends in the alley tonight, May is the official month we restock our underwater drawers. Spring cleaning and renewal. Join me in the alley this evening with fine lingerie featuring an image of our New Zealand voice. Profile for $37.92 or full face views for $88.25. So fantastic alleyway offerings from our friend Poodle, and we're so glad to have her in the chat tonight. So yay, Poodle! Wow. Thank you. We have missed you.
I don't think we'll sell any of those prices, or at all, at any price. Really lovely to see you, Poodle. As always, we've missed you.
Glad to have you here, Nate. I'm so thrilled you could join us.
Oh, it's lovely to be here. My favorite day of the week. It is miserable here. We have had about a week of a cyclone, and that sort of finished up to a different weather system coming in, and we've got another week of rain. So it's been pretty grey and miserable here.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Nate. We're getting kind of into that in between weather where it's not quite summer, but it's still spring. So right now it's nice-ish. But the other day I got my first taste of 80 degrees in a while. And let me tell you, it was miserable. Because here in Florida, I don't know about you, Nate, in the summer, but we have humidity like crazy. So the dry heat is not terrible. It's doable, but that humidity, man, when you walk outside, it hits you and you think to yourself, why did I even bother to take a shower today? Because you already feel gross. So I'm not looking forward to that part of the summer.
Yeah, Auckland's very humid as well. We're on an isthmus, so it's a lot of humidity. And the humidity is what makes the heat really, really suck for me.
Well, I am so sorry. Let's say some hellos, and we've got Snowberry Vintage in tonight. So welcome, Snowberry.
Hey, Snowberry. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. And there's Poodle. Welcome in, of course, Poodle. And Pam. Hi, Pam Avery. Long time. Lovely to see you.
Good to have you in the chat tonight, Pam. And Virginia, hello, is tuning in. Welcome, Virginia.
Hi, Virginia. Welcome in. And Angela's here as well, who is our moderator. We all listen to Ange because whatever Ange says is final.
Angela is amazing. We could not do these sales without Angela. And also, I wanted to acknowledge some other folks in the chat that do help us out throughout the evening. So when I see them pop in, I'll say hello. But Karen Gillette in the chat, she does an amazing job as well, helping out with our moderation. So we thank you guys both so much for tuning in and being a part of our sales each week. We really, Nate and I have proven we are terrible at moderating our own sales, so we can't do that.
We can't do it. We can't be trusted. We can't be trusted with our own sales. So,
no.
Debbie K, welcome in. Lovely to see you.
Welcome in, Debbie. And Nick is here. Nick was on a crazy sale today. I didn't get to pop in because I went to Michael Jackson the musical, which was fantastic, by the way. If it does ever travel to your city, go see it. The dancing and the staging is out of this world. It's so cool. All the little magic tricks that make all the sets pop in and out and lights, and oh gosh, it's just so cool, which is why I'm kind of in 80s garb today. I wanted to theme for the show, but Nick was telling me he was on a whatnot sale where they were having like vintage wars between different sales, and I don't know exactly like how it happened or what went down, but Nick said it was crazy, and I would have loved to have joined if I was free, but he said that he picked up a surprise for me today, so that's very exciting, Nick.
Cool.
I'm excited to get that, but Yeah, so next time Vintage Wars happens, apparently it's a fun time. So go check those out. Let's see who else is here. Denise is popping in. Welcome, Denise.
Welcome in, Denise, and my buddy Joe is here as well. Hi, Joe. Nice to see you.
And Chastity's here. Welcome in, Chastity. Hope you
Hi,
had a good time at
Chaz.
the beach. She was going down to one of my favorite places in St. Augustine, my little secret beach, and they were having a beach day. So that sounds fun.
Hey, Chaz. And Ginger is here as well. Hi, Ginger. Lovely to see you.
Hi, Ginger. Good to have you. And Lisa Day's here as well. Welcome, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Welcome. And Jane Franklin as well. Jane from Georgia. Welcome. And Jane.
Welcome in, Jane. Glad to have you here tonight. And Rosemary's popping in as well. Welcome.
Hi, Rosemary. Lovely to see you. And Patricia Wishon is here as well. Hi, Patty Cake.
Thank you, Virginia. I appreciate it. Yes, I love this jacket. I've had it many years, and it is just my go-to theater jacket. Let's see. We said hi to Patricia Rashawn, and Dana is here. Welcome in, Dana.
Dana's birthday today as well, I understand. So happy
Ooh.
birthday, Dana.
Happy birthday, Dana. And Dana, because it's your birthday, we love to do this around here. I am going to send you a fun little surprise. So, Dana, you are getting a birthday surprise from me. So I'm just going to write that down so I don't forget.
Nice.
Congratulations, Dana. And I hope you're having a fantastic birthday. Let's see. Yeah, Poodle will sell out in the alleyway. That is definitely true, Lisa.
Yes, Maribel is hooked. Hi, welcome back, Maribel. Lovely to see you. And Hannah Webb. Welcome back, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah. Welcome in. Nettie's here. Hi, Nettie.
Listening while you're putting away groceries. Hi, Nettie. Lovely to see you.
Yeah, it was tough without Poodle. I tried soft pretzels, but they did not sell. No, the alley was a little dark without Poodle. So we're glad to have Poodle back. Thank you, Maribel. Let's see, Susan Romey's here as well. Welcome in, Susan.
Hi, Susan. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. Poodle, I got the hookup for some new pics of Nate and his bun. It's a bungee smugglers. You mean budgie smugglers? I don't wear budgie smugglers.
And can you define that for the chat, Nate, that doesn't know what that is?
But budgie smugglers are Speedos, like swimwear that look like tight underpants. That's what budgie smugglers are.
I thought it was so funny because one time I said, "Oh, he's wearing a thong," and Nate was like, "Huh?" And I was like, a thong, like a Speedo. And he's like, "Oh, well, isn't thongs flip-flops where you are, Nate?"
Yeah, thongs are another word for flip-flops, but we call, of course, flip-flops are called jandals. So,
which is really interesting. So different how different cultures are. Jeffrey's here from Old Hadley Vintage. Welcome in.
Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Jeffrey, buddy. Nice to see you. Greg's here as well. Hi, Greg. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Nice to see you, buddy. And Lynn Fogel as well. Welcome in, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Glad to have you. Gavin is here. Welcome in, Gavin. Gavin just got some fantastic record coasters. If you don't follow him on Instagram, definitely go check out Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. He's on YouTube as well with some great content. But Karen just bought him some record coasters, and I'm totally jealous because they're the coolest things ever. So, Gavin, I'm glad you got those.
Hey, buddy. Nice to see you, buddy. Karen Lord is here as well. Welcome in, Karen.
Hi, Karen. Welcome in. Willie Joe Rachel's here. I'm so glad you're tuning in.
Hi, Rachel. Karen as well. Welcome in, Karen. Lovely to see you as always.
Oh, thank you, Virginia. I really appreciate that.
That's lovely. Thank you, Virginia.
That's fantastic. Let's see. Did we say hi to Joe S? I believe we did.
I think we did. I think we did. But your mum's here. Jeannie is here as well. We don't have a Julie tonight, but we do have one.
We do have one.
Is it the magnificent one?
That one is coming next week. I know I keep teasing that one, but it's coming next week. Let me show you what we have.
I mean, they're all magnificent, but there's the lidded one is just exceptional.
Here's a little sneak peek of what we have this evening, and this one is phenomenal. My mom and I went to a gem and mineral show, and she picked up this incredible piece of clear quartz that's infused in a certain way with a heat treatment that makes it look extra crackled. So we picked that up, and then my mom has made a fantastic with cracked glass for this fabulous little crystal.
Oh, that's so cool.
On top of. So this incredible piece will be available later tonight during the show. But I wanted to get that little sneak preview.
That is so cool because I really like those orbs, those circular shapes and various minerals. I think they look really cool. They look so cool on mass. They look like different little planets. They just look so. But often the thing that's holding it, the display thing, is really rubbish and really quite nasty. And that looks really cool. Well done, Jeannie.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. Like Nate said, a lot of them come and they're plastic and they just, little rings. They're kind of cheap and they don't look very good. But this one's a cool way to display a sphere. And I love spheres. I have tons of them in my collection, but I think that the way they do this one is just, it's magic. And Mom did a great job. So that'll be available tonight. We do have a Julie. And let's see who else. Heidi is here. Welcome in, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi Esterholm. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. Lisa as well, letter artist. Lovely to see you, Lisa.
Welcome in, Lisa. So glad you're here. Oh, Dirty Jane's, man. That is a fantastic antique mall. So, Nick, I'm very excited about that. Let's see. Hannah says, I've been looking for fireside marshmallow tins for you at every estate and vintage shop since you mentioned it. Oh, thank you, Hannah. That is so nice. So for all of you guys that don't know, just a brief story, there is a fantastic marshmallow tin, fireside marshmallows. It is incredibly rare. It sells for gobs of money online. I think the last one sold for over $500. It is my holy grail tin. And an auction came up on eBay for one a few months ago, and I really thought I was going to steal it for like $50-$60. And then at the last second, it got bid up to over like $600, and it was crazy. So I didn't get it, of course. And Hannah is now on the lookout. So thank you, Hannah. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's a fantastic tin. Let's see. Katie, I picked up 30 vintage Christmas albums today for $9 in an auction. Your husband is the album snob. Didn't get to look them over. Oh, Rachel, that's exciting.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
B. Castro is here. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. And Karen as well. That's Prairie Stone Vintage. Karen Fitzgerald. Welcome in, Karen. Lovely to see you too.
Welcome, Fitzgerald. Karen, sorry, I was reading your name. Welcome in, Karen. So glad to have you here. Lisa, oh, thank you. Yes, I do love this hat. It is pretty fantastic.
With the Greek key. Classic with the Greek key.
That's one of my favorites. I wore a new hat. Actually, I went out yesterday to a little event with my neighbors at the rooftop. We have like a rooftop bar that overlooks the city, and they have really good pizza. So I went there and I wore this new hat that I recently picked up. And about 4 people stopped me, but one of them said, oh my gosh, that hat has such personality. And I will forever remember that. And now I think when I wear this hat, I'll think about it as well, that it has personality. I just love it. Let's see who else. Lynn Fogel is here. Welcome in, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Sharon Sue as well. Oh, Miss Bobby. Hey, buddy. Bobby E. Welcome in, bud.
Welcome
and Sharon
in,
Sue
Bobby.
from Michigan. Nice to see you.
Hi, Sharon. So glad to have you. Yeah, banana hammock. That's so funny. Let's see. Jenny Mack is here as well. Welcome in, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny. Welcome in. Let's see. Oh, Christy Garza is here as well. Princess Trippy Wets. Hi, lovely to see you, Christy.
People really enjoy Mom's pottery, and I am so glad that you guys are enjoying that. So thank you so much.
Denny Mac said, I got my bracelet today. I love it.
Oh, let's see, wrong comment here. Yay. That's fantastic. I'm so glad, Jenny. That's wonderful. I always love when you guys get things in person, because sometimes we do our best to show them off on camera, but the lighting and cameras can only do so much, because there's just this natural sparkle in person. And I always get excited when you guys get your mail. It makes me happy. Thank you, Renee, and welcome in. So glad you're here.
Welcome in, Renee Morricone. That's a new name. Welcome in, Renee. Lovely to see you.
Jeffrey was there for this auction, and yes, he's never seen me so mad, because if you know me, it takes a lot to get me mad. It really, it's got to be at a normal level of something, like somebody hurting my dog or something, to get me mad. But yeah, I was mad because this person sniped me, and I was just so sure I was going to get this tin that I've been hunting for years and years and years, and finally I'm going to get it. And then, no, this woman sniped me, or person. I don't know. They were just a number on a screen, but I'm like, no. I think I probably did yell a little bit. Jeffrey was there for that. Okay. I know that is very hard, Poodle.
Now, Perry Hughes is here as well. Lovely to see you, Perry. And Sister Shirley, too. Hi, Shirl. Nice to see you.
Hi, Sister Shirley.
Kathy Bonneville's here. Hi, Kathy. Lovely to see you as always. And I think we're at the end. Probably time to do a giveaway.
I think it is time for a giveaway. Now, tonight, we've got a very special giveaway, because I am also doing another week of mystery postcards. So you guys are going to get a fabulous mystery postcard if you do win the giveaway. And Nate is going to explain how you can win the giveaway.
Okay, so if you're new to us, anyone can enter the giveaways. Hi, Patricia. Lovely to see you, Patricia. Anyone can enter the giveaways. It's not restricted to those who purchase items. You don't need to purchase anything at all. We'll cover the postage. It is letters of the alphabet. I guess as many times as you like, but one letter at a time. Good luck. Now, let's see. Sharon says, Katie, would you show a pic of the tin that you're searching for?
Yes, I will. And I'm pulling it up right now so you guys can see it.
I'm just going to start searching through the list to see who our lucky winner is.
Let me see if I...
Okay, I found it. Let me just go back up the top to make sure that was the first iteration. Yep. Okay, we have a winner.
All right. Who is the winner, Nate? Can you text
the letter was G for golf, and it goes to Gavin.
Gavin!
Congratulations.
Fantastic. Gavin, you win our vintage mystery postcard. Very exciting. I am looking for a photo of that tin, and wow, Angela's right. She's very good at finding things. Yeah. It's not even coming up for me on Google. Hang on just a second. Let me see if I can find it in the solds.
On eBay, yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can show it to you.
How long is it? Do you know how long is it before sales information from eBay hits worth point? How long that takes?
It is deluxe fireside marshmallows, and this person, I don't know who they were, had 3 tins available in 3 separate auctions, and they all got sniped at the last second. But here they are, fireside marshmallows. It has there's a better picture on the bottom, the fabulous couples sitting by the fire, probably from the 20s. This is pretty early. And they had all 3 sizes, which is absolutely just unheard of. And they all sold for a
Wow.
huge chunk of money. So then there's the
Gavin says, can we please send that to Poodle?
Oh, yes, I sure can.
That's so
Fantastic.
sorry. Thanks,
Poodle,
buddy.
you are getting a mystery postcard. Yep. So that's exciting. Oh, good. You found them eventually, Angela. That's good. All right. Well, I think we're going to get started with our sale tonight. But first, I don't want to forget going over our sale housekeeping. So we're going to jump into that. This is just for all of our new friends, or if you haven't been here for a hot second, and a little update for you. If you do claim an item from either Nate or me, please do send the following information to my email. That's katie@katiescreations1.com. I need your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address with zip code, and your PayPal email. All of the items that you're seeing on screen tonight do ship from Florida. So even though Nate's in New Zealand, we're able to give you a fantastic combined shipping rate through Pirate Ship. I do ship internationally. So if you are out of the States, I am able to ship to you. However, the shipping will be a little bit more expensive than all of our friends here in the States. It's about $10 to $20 to mail to Canada. And it is a little bit more, around $14 to mail, say, to Belgium, in my experience with my bubble mailers. Of course, weight and size do change things, but we are able to ship overseas. Do make sure, with there being quite a lag, that you go ahead and toggle out of Top Chat. I'm not sure why that really exists on YouTube, but it's not going to keep you up to date with the feed or show you all the messages. So if you're on a cellular device, do click on live chat or all messages, excuse me. And if you are on a computer, live chat is the option there for you. When bidding on an item, you will see yourself first. So you're often going to show up in the chat first. Angela is the one that will let you know who wins each item. So what she sees, we have to go by to keep it fair. But refreshing throughout the evening will make sure that you're up to date with the feed and help you kind of see the correct order of things. And also with the lag, Nate and I realized that a lot of you were not able to get some of the things that you wanted. And we had been doing things in the manner that we thought was the fairest. And then someone mentioned to us that maybe it wasn't so fair. And so we want everyone to have a shot at getting all the things that they really like. So Nate, could you kind of explain what the new policy is that we have to be the fairest?
Yeah, and that is simply that you can outbid your own bid. So that if you put in a higher bid and yours was the last bid, your second bid would be the bid that was taken. So you can, in fact, outbid yourself, and this is the fairest way that we have come to. This is the fairest way to go forward.
Exactly. And we don't do just in cases on sale at all. Okay, fantastic. I think we're all caught up and ready to rock and roll. And our first piece tonight, Angela, is going to start off at $26. And I really, really like this piece because it's signed and it's just classically elegant. So let's see. Let me pull this up and tell you about it. Nate really, I mean, he does some fantastic finds, and I love this piece so much. So here's what it looks like. It is a bracelet. I'm going to get this measured for you, and it is signed. It's Lizner, which is fantastic. We love
lovely quality Lizner. And I think it's 7.5, or was it 7 or 7.5?
It's 7.5 inches in size. So it's a good size bracelet. I'm going to show it to you on my wrist, and then we're going to take an up close look at it. It's fantastic.
It's in lovely condition. This beautiful quality of these really large, peachy Aurora Borealis stones. And the sort of roped effect that links the pieces together. It is really a lovely piece of jewelry. You're actually freezing quite a bit for me at the moment, Katie. And I'm not sure if it's me. I need to come out and go back in. How are you finding it? It is freezing. Yeah, I think
It
so.
is freezing. Okay, that's not good. I had
Hi,
issues here with my Wi-Fi. Oh no.
Jacqueline. Hi, Jacqueline. Lovely to see you. Someone else came in. Deborah Williams as well. Lovely to see you too.
I am so sorry, folks, that I am freezing tonight. I don't really know what to do with the internet. You know, I thought I was getting better internet here.
No, it's last week you were freezing a little bit, just periodically, but this seems to be longer and more frequent.
Am I here, Nate? Is it
You're
good
here.
now?
You're back now, but that was
Okay.
a long frozen pause.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kick the router. But this fabulous little Lizner bracelet's just amazing. All of the stones are prong set on it. They have these beautiful Aurora Borealis stones, as Nate mentioned, along with this almost kind of taupey brown, which I was thinking, for wedding season coming up. It's really nice to have something that you can wear that's kind of classic to all these different events, whether that's graduation, a wedding, something where you need just a little bit of sparkle. And I think that this would go with everything. An off-white cocktail dress, this would be lovely with. You could wear it with creams. You can wear it even with blacks. I think it just has so much potential because it's just so elegant, and it will go with everything. It does have a fold over clasp.
Nice and safe class.
Yeah,
Really.
really good quality clasp. So let me show that to you. So there, you can hear that good click. I love a good click on a bracelet. And Lizner jewelry is fantastic. Lizner was founded by David Lizner. He died in 1923, but the company was founded in 1904. And they made some fantastic jewelry. In their time, they're from New York City. Of course, they sold in a lot of really nice department stores and things back in the day. But I love the textured gold on these little swirls.
Yeah. It's such an elegant look. It really is very chic.
Thank you. Yes, I do think it looks good with the rutilated quartz. But of course, I think everything looks great with rutilated quartz. And Greg, yes, very fashionable, simply gorgeous. Yep. It's that kind of classic design. And I also love that natural movement that you get with the way that they've kind of twisted the gold detail in between the oval shaped set stones. I think is just lovely. It really is fabulous. So
Dana wants the ring.
I think you're not the only one, Dana, but I'm so glad you like it. It is it is beautiful. And see, silver, just even though this is gold, silver matches so well with this because you've got the Aurora Borealis as well. That kind of ties in some of that silver, so you can really mix your metals.
You're
Okay.
really getting a lot of different play of colors off those stones. They're really lovely quality stones. It's such a sophisticated piece.
It is. Now let me show you the Lizner mark, and then we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this. Now, with all of the pieces, my light just cut off. It's a little hard to see, but it is stamped Lizner right there on the clasp. And this is just such quality. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this gorgeous piece. And it just sits so beautifully on your wrist. When I wear it, it's smooth. It's just fabulous. You can really tell the quality. Yeah,
Has Karen Lord set up in the alleyway selling tamales?
Oh, tamale. And then there's brisket tipped spaghetti squash with Alfredo. Oh my gosh, no tax in the alley. Guys, you got to get on that. That's fantastic. Okay.
I have a real soft spot for smoky quartz as well. I really love smoky quartz.
I love it too. It's beautiful. All right, let's start the countdown on this incredible bracelet. And I'm sorry my light keeps going off. It's plugged in. It just doesn't want to cooperate. All right, here we go at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end, friends.
Wow,
This
that's
is
showing up so.
fabulous.
It
It
really is.
really is shiny. This is just gorgeous, y'all. Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, there's the souls. Welcome in, Noel. Lovely to see you.
Hi, Noel. So glad you're joining us tonight. All right, let's see who's gonna grab that bracelet. I don't know. It was a big fight at the end there.
Yeah,
Oh,
right at the
Jenny
end.
got it. Jenny.
Congratulations, Jenny. Thanks to everyone who was bidding on that. I really appreciate it. I want 2 pairs of Nate's undies, but please make sure. I'm not going to read that out. I can't read that out.
That's hilarious.
Wow. We're 31 minutes in, and I am at my heaviest blush level now.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Thanks, everyone. And thank you so much. Jenny, you are going to love that in person. It's insane in person. It really, really is.
It is such beautiful quality. I mean, you guys are going to love it. I have to go to bed now, but have a great sale. Bye, Christy. Sleep well.
Night, Christy.
Thank you, Angela. Okay, well, I will look for it. I'm sure it's a small fortune, but I'll definitely check it out. If anything, I still love following the auctions just to see what they go for.
Yeah.
Okay. So next up, I'm going to do one of my mom's pieces because I see her in the chat and I want her to be here for this. So we're just going to go ahead and do this fabulous Julie. I think most of you guys know by now, my mom is an amazing potter. She does fantastic work. And we've been doing this kind of collaboration where she's been making pieces for my sale. And I think she does an amazing job. This piece tonight is made out of the earthen stoneware that I love so much. She does some pieces out of porcelain and some out of earthen stoneware. And this is a Julie plate. And it does come with a sphere. Now, my mom and I talked extensively actually about this on whether or not we should glue the sphere on. And my mom and I both came to the conclusion that we wanted the sphere to be separate because there is something so magical about being able to pick up a sphere and hold it and look at it and rotate it and hold it up to the light and all the things like I do with my spheres that I collect. So this sphere is separate and sitting on top of a gorgeous lapis lazuli bead that has been sourced from the Gem and Mineral Show. So it is fabulous. And that way you can pick it up, move it around, and then set it back down. This is a little bit of a whiter piece here. And this is going to start off at $45. Angela in the chat. Now, this piece does have this beautiful cracked glass that my mom crushes up and then puts on these pieces. And this is multiple different colors of glass. Also, my mom has done a 22 karat gold rim on this. Each one of the 22 karat gold jars that she uses to finish these pieces are $65 each, and they are about that big. So it is definitely a lot of materials and time that goes into creating this particular dish, and the glaze is just incredible on this. It is a beautiful blue glaze, very lustrous, very amazing. And then, of course, you've got the lapis, and then the piece de resistance is this clear quartz piece that has a very special technique. They take this under heat and it almost kind of blows it apart, so it crackles it, and the light really comes through, guys. It is just amazing. So if you are in the market for a fantastic little magic ball, this would be definitely the piece to have from my mom. Each one of these comes in a special box with a handwritten note, and she does sign the pieces on the bottom with her signature there. But this is particularly gorgeous, and you could display this many ways. This is 6.5 inches in size. So it is a very, very good size. And what I love about these particular little dishes is they're fantastic to put by your bedside.
Night, 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 buddy. Bobby needs to go. He's got to be
Oh,
up in the
night,
morning,
Bobby.
going to Arizona.
Oh,
And then back to Montana for the summer. Okay, Bobby, I hope you have safe travels.
enjoy. Enjoy, Bobby. I absolutely love these because I am someone that takes off my rings when I wash dishes now. I had a ring almost fall down the sink, and it was my signet ring. It was very special to me, and I about had a die dotty, as Pam would say. So I love having a little container by the sink that I can pop some of my rings on. And of course, I just think it's more lovely to have a piece that's actually beautiful to look at, not just some sort of random dish. And this is just so gorgeous. You can also pop your watch on this. You can put some chapstick. If you're someone like me that lives by Aquaphor, you could make that kind of ugly, mundane tube beautiful by putting it on a little tray. So there's lots of options for these, and they also make fantastic gifts, and they are handmade. I don't know, this particular dish probably had several firings. It definitely had more than one because of the gold. So just so much work goes into these. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this gorgeous dish. I love this. My mom has done on this one 2 lips. I don't know if you can see the other lips underneath where she has and filled this with glass, which just gives this such an incredible effect. And I know it's hard to make these little ridges in the pottery because the smaller that you work with clay, the harder it is, the more finicky it is to get everything just perfect. So this is really
Dana's probably right, not microwave or dishwasher safe.
I would not believe so on these, but they're more for display. All right. I wish my light would stay on because, of course, it shows this off just a little bit better. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start the countdown. Hi, Monica. Welcome in at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Welcome in, Monica. Lovely to see you.
All right. Let's see who gets that fantastic piece. This one is just really stunning. The glaze is so beautiful. It to me almost looks like watercolor. Someone has taken this beautiful blue watercolor and just infused it. Oh my gosh, it's fabulous. Pam,
Pam takes it. Nice buy, Pam.
Pam, that is truly one of a kind. You are going to love that. So I'm glad you're getting that.
Fantastic.
All right. Fabulous. All right. That is going to you, Pam. Excellent grab. Yeah, that is really gorgeous. And next week, we will have our first Julie jar. I have been showing it. It has a little bird on top. Oh, my word, folks. When you see it, you're going to be in love. So that is coming next week. And I'm very excited to bring that one. All right.
Yeah, lovely.
Let me put this safely back in its little box.
Oh, Mel. Hi, Melanie Downs. Welcome in. I'm not sure if we got to say hello, but welcome in, Mel.
Welcome in, Mel. So glad that you are here. Okay.
Oh, my cousin Gay is here.
Hi, Gay. All right.
It was Pam, I think, who mentioned that. Yeah, apparently there are some undies with my face on it in the alley.
Hi, Gay. Welcome in. Yes.
We're right at the beginning. What do we have next?
Oh, these are fantastic. These little scatter pens. I just love these. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah. So I've got 2 lots of 3 scatter pins for this sale. The price at it's a group of 3 and they're $8 each. So that's what that 24. Is that right? 24.
24, I believe, is the start price on these.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to show these scatter pens on a postcard because they're a little harder to show them all at one time. So first, let me measure each one, and then I'll show them to you, and Nate can tell you about them. This first one is 3/4 inches in size, and this is our spring and summer offerings. So these are all vintage little adorable scatters. This one's 3/4 inches. This next one is just phenomenally beautiful, and it is 1 inch in size. Absolutely love the swirls in the metal on this one. And then this little guy is just darling. He is 3/4 inches in size, and I love the stones in this. So let me put them all together.
And you could keep these, you could wear these together, you could wear these with other brooches, or you could split them up and give them to your friends or whatever. It would be sweet to think of all of your friends having the same a vintage pink rhinestone brooch. But I thought it was Ange at Christie and Katie and I, we were going through combinations of which ones we thought looked best together, and we thought this was quite a winning combination.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. I like all the pinks together. I like that this one has a little bit of the clear rhinestones with that starbursty effect that I just love. And this one's so sweet. And you've got kind of the floral design here. Now, I think these are excellent as well. If you've got a granddaughter or grandson that is going to school and they need some personality on a backpack, but they can't do too much because they've got uniforms or something, this is a great little way to give them individuality. And I think that's just so fun. So they're all gold tone.
All 3 are gold tone, yeah. They're each in themselves, they're really quite lovely. Rachel, Vintage Treats VA. Who's here? Welcome in, Rachel. Lovely to have you here. Welcome in.
Glad to have you in, Rachel.
Is that where's VA? Is that Vermont or
I think that's Virginia.
Virginia. Okay, welcome in.
Welcome in. Yeah, I love scatter pins together. I think they're so beautiful. And I'm going to show you sort of, if I can. I don't have enough clips, but just, together, I think on a little vintage clutch, they look so great together. So I'm going to hold these up so you guys can kind of see. You can arrange them in fun little patterns and ways, but they just look cute on a bag or on a jean jacket. And
Jacqueline says, could you please show the back of them?
Yes, I sure can. Okay, so we've got this guy here. I'm going to show you him. And then here's the back. These are all, I would think, mid-century era. They have that mid-century rivet, and they all have a working safety catch. This one's got a little bit of a longer pin back, but these I would say are 50s, 60s era. They just have that feel and that look. And here's this guy right there.
Now, nice quality rhinestones too. Lovely saturation of colors in these rhinestones.
Yes, very.
It's lovely to have you, Rachel. It really is.
One of the things that I like about the scatter pens, or that I think is cool, Nate mentioned earlier that you could give them as a little gift to your friends. And one of my dear friends in Jacksonville, my local friend, she has a granddaughter that has moved kind of far away from them. And she decided that it would be fun if they got matching jean jackets. And she's, I think, 4. And she ended up giving her a scatter pen from me. And they each have matching or similar scatter pens. And they wear on the jean jacket. And she can't quite say grandma, so she calls her Bama. She says, Bama, we got our matching scatter pens and our jackets on today. So they can do that kind of from afar, which I think is so sweet. So it really helps the separation, and it's just cute. So if you've got a grandchild, this would be kind of a perfect thing. Okay, let's start the countdown on these guys at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. I love that, Greg, so much.
Oh, Gay wanted you to put one of them on your hand, on your ring. I don't know if it'll slip over. It's not like an earring backing on it, so I don't know how it'll work.
I don't know how that will work, but Greg, that oh yeah, navy and pink are fabulous together.
There's the sold.
That is the soul. It's a vintage thing to mix and match different pieces. Yes, I agree. The eclectic look, a symphony of rivets, but maybe a string quartet.
Oh, and is there the sold? Sister Shirley. Fantastic. Thanks, Shirley. They're really pretty little collection.
I don't know if I can, Sister Shirley, but let me. I see where you're going with these. You could, I guess, pin it to a ring. Is that what you're? I see what you're saying. You could maybe pin it kind of that way. Oh,
it certainly looks like how how rings would be mounted. Those sort of cocktail rings.
But it
might not be quite enough tight enough.
Yeah, it's a little floppy, but we have to workshop this idea, Gabe, because I think that this could be something really cool.
Sorry, Lisa. We do have another lot later on. I think they're a scattle pin lot of 3. They're clear, those ones that are coming up a bit later. But thanks very much, Shirley. I'm sure you'll love those.
Shirley, those are wonderful. So congratulations. And I am so sorry, Lisa, but hopefully you'll enjoy this other lot if you do choose to purchase it. Okay, let's see what we've got up next here, and let me write that down. All right, that goes to Sister Shirley. Okay. Fabulous. Okay. Let's see. My next piece. Ooh, what do I want to do here?
Oh, what about the large pink and clear spray? I really like that one.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that one. Nate loves this one. And it is
okay, so she's already done a workup for a ring from an earring, and she'll work on something for a brooch.
Oh, that's so cool, Gay. I love that. Okay, now this has all glass stones, and the dimensionality in this is just so gorgeous. This thing's heavy, and in the best way. It's just got that quality kind of heaviness. This is starting off at $26. It is 2 inches in size, so it does have a little bit of a size to it. And let me get Clippy over here so I can show him to you. This is definitely vintage. I would say from the 50s or 60s era. And it is this stunning pink with all glass stones, and then these amazing sort of almost frosted stones. They're not quite frosted. They look a little more like vintage candies.
But it's almost like a few of them have a satin finish, almost.
Yes, satin. That's the word I was looking for, Nate. And they are all, the ones that are satin finished are all cabbed as well, which is really, really nice. So they are cabochons, and they're just beautiful stones. But you can see what I mean about the dimensionality in this. I mean, just from the side profile, you've got your big ovals and your rounds and your marquees, and the different layers to this is just so fantastic. I'm going to hold this up against my black lapel so you can really see how amazing. Very 60s pink. Very, very 60s pink.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. This one is stunning. It has some open work on the back, so the light really does come through those pink stones. And it's all prong set and just absolutely stellar. So let me get this on Vanna White. So you guys can see. You know, speaking of Vanna, I just watched Wheel of Fortune for the first time in ages over at my elderly neighbor's apartment. And Vanna White is still killing it on Wheel of Fortune. Let me tell you, she looks fantastic. I don't know. I was amazed. So we'll start the countdown on this, of course, once we get it popped onto a vintage postcard. Hoping that light would stay on, but it doesn't want to. Let me see if I can
Oh,
get
that
it
looks lovely.
so you can see it.
It's
Oh,
such a bubblegum pink. It really is this lovely, lovely bubblegum, almost Barbie pink.
it is. It's bubblegum sort of Barbie pink, and the colors are insane. But the saturation on this, I mean, there is not a single stone that has any type of wear. It is just as clear and as beautiful as you could ever imagine this to be. And the cuts on this really make this shine. The sparkle's just phenomenal. Okay, so let's get this on one of our vintage postcards. And of course, I'm a little sad Easter's over because I can't. I can, but I won't use any of my fabulous little vintage Easter postcards. But I am going to go ahead and get this on one of my favorites from England. This is Anne Hathaway's cottage with the thatched roof there. And this is almost looks like a hand painted oil card. I just love it so much. Let me get that fixed on there. Oh yeah, isn't that beautiful?
Wow, that's lovely.
Yes. Yeah. Well, the lights have been doing pretty well, except for this one just wants to die. I think I need to upgrade. But the ring lights are a problem for me because they create this weird effect in my glasses. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid in, friends. This is a stunner. That satin, oh my gosh, is just
Oh, Gay's been spoilt with fresh made biscuits, Highlander chip
oh
biscuit.
wow. That sounds great.
That's
Fresh
lovely.
made biscuits. All right.
Here's this old Melanie gets a there's
Melanie.
quite a battle there at the end.
Melanie, congratulations on that poodle. I'm sorry you missed out, but thank you so much for bidding. That is gorgeous. Melanie Downs. All right. And Melanie, I do think I have your information, excuse me, but if you wouldn't mind sending it again, that would be fantastic, just so I have it top of my inbox. Okay. Let's see. What's next here?
I've got a large, clear, round, I think is on my notes.
Oh, this is a good one. These Starburst ones, Nate knows because my whole paparazzi drawer of clear brooches is literally filled with these because I love them so much. This one's starting off at $28. The stones are all glass. This is 2 inches in size. And this one will sparkle like no tomorrow. This thing is insane. It's just gorgeous.
Carolyn Harmon, welcome in. Try putting the ring light on the floor so the light is shining up.
Oh, well, we can do that. We can give that a try.
Give it a go. Yeah. I love this. I love this brooch. I love the combination of these sort of emerald cut rhinestones and the rounds. This is such a sophisticated, big, bold, sophisticated look. Really nice quality rhinestones here. Have you had an American? No, I've not had an American biscuit. What we call a scone, I think. These are chocolate chip with condensed milk. Oh, that's
yum.
Sounds good. Carly, hi, Carly. Nice to see you.
So this one's absolutely fantastic. Yes, I know. Nate needs biscuits and gravy, Nick. He really does. He needs a good, buttery, flaky biscuit.
Sounds good. The, this is such love. That looks so good. It's really at that distance where the sparkle is absolutely insane. But you see that combination of these stone shapes, I think is just so beautiful.
Yes, I don't see a lot of these emerald cuts often in brooches, and I just think it's gorgeous when they do it in a starburst brooch. And you can see sort of that effect on the back, all the rivets. This is, I mean, very mid-century. It is just stunning, and I love how they do the metal work on these, where you have this kind of fluted design that's backwards on the back, how they do it. So it's let's see,
It's really is beautiful. I mean,
yeah, it's so layered. It's just absolutely
Gay say no biscuits and gravy.
oh no.
Gravy. Yeah, the gravy's white as well, which I find that really unusual. I think you have gravy that's actually white. We'd probably call that a bread sauce. Maria, yes. Hi, Maria.
Hi, Maria. Our gravy is white, but sometimes it can be a little bit darker if there's more pepper in it. So it's usually like pepper and sausage on top of a buttery biscuit.
I think the Greg's explanation is beautiful. Biscuits and gravy, really wet flour poured over really dry flour.
That's true, Greg.
Oh, that's hilarious.
To make gravy, you got to make a roux, which is flour and butter. So, yep. Greg,
Yeah,
that's phenomenal.
It's the gravy's white. It's just so unusual. Nate and his speedos eating biscuits and gravy. Oh.
And it's usually sausage, and sometimes it's sawmill gravy. Yeah, Nick knows what's up. Sawmill gravy is fabulous, but you get the sausage and it's kind of spicy and gosh, I love it. Okay, so I'm going to get this on one of our vintage postcards and we will start the countdown on this one. Let's see, what shall I do? Let's put this on one of the photographs that Angela sent me of the neon yard, which I think is fantastic. So these are these iridized photos that Angela sent me from a guy that does some photography work, and I think they're really cool. So we'll get this on not a postcard, but a photograph. So here we go at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. So, Nate, what makes you feel like it's weird to have the white gravy? What kind of colors is yours? Like a brown gravy?
I've only really ever seen brown gravy. I've seen bread sauce. I've never actually eaten it. I've just seen it, and that is like a white gravy, but it's gravy would always be some shade of brown.
So what?
Oh, chocolate gravy! I'm gonna have a stroke. So we have all types of gravy in the South, including chocolate gravy.
Ooh, yes, that's true. I forgot about chocolate gravy. I'll have to show you some photos of that. Yeah. Greg never complains when I feed him biscuits and gravy. He always goes for a second breakfast. And Nate, you probably don't know that reference because it's a U.S. commercial here, but
I'm still reeling over the fact you can get gravy in a can here. Next.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think gravy in a can is as good, obviously, as handmade gravy, but if I come to visit you, Nate, I will make you biscuits and gravy.
Right. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. It's a staple. And then like here in the South, I don't know about you guys, but I always take my runny egg and mix it in with the gravy on top of the biscuits. Ooh, that is just something.
Gravy, I know. Gay saying, gravy in a can is just as weird as hard-boiled eggs in a bag.
Oh, everything comes in a can or a bag here. I mean, you could probably get something, make it from scratch or get it in a canner bag is very much.
Pam says, I have a navy velvet a low back formal dress and the lines, these pins down both sides of the back. Oh, that sounds beautiful.
Ooh, Pam.
Don't threaten him with gravy.
I bet you look fabulous in that. That is cool.
Yeah, it sounds lovely.
Okay, this next brooch is 1.5 inches in size. And I love black and white. It's one of my favorite color combinations. Obviously, I've got it on today with my 80s theme, but I think black and white goes well with everything. If you don't know what to wear black and white because it's classic. It always matches and you'll always get compliments. So I'm a huge fan of black and white. And when I can get them in brooches, well, that just really excites me.
Oh, my friend Sylvia's here.
Hi,
Sylvia Madeline. Hi, Sylvia. How lovely to see you. Oh,
welcome in, Sylvia.
Treat, Sylvia. Lovely to see you, sweetheart.
Glad to have you here. Yes, see, Poodle knows. Black and white is just great. It is classic. And if you're traveling and you need to kind of have capsule wardrobes, you can have multiple outfits throughout your trip. Black and white is great because you can have a white shirt that goes with jeans, kind of like a button up for a casual day look, but then you could do that same shirt with black slacks and now you're ready for an evening wear. There's just lots of options. And this brooch, I think, is just so good. It's starting off at $22 and it is fantastic. It is this black and white with these milk glass stones, AB, just everything straight mid-century. This is probably late 50s, early 60s. Definitely leaning, I'd say, a little bit more 60s, kind of that flower power look. And I love this. I think it is so cheery and wonderful for summer. But look how classic that is on a black and white jacket. Oh my gosh, that's just everything.
It's a really nice sort of embellishment. That black and white is such a lovely look together. But to have those tiny little pops of those Aurora Borealis stones really lifts it up. I mean, it really does give you this lovely twinkle in amongst this matte white and black look. It's lovely. It really is beautiful.
It is, and I think what's so effective about it is that it does have those AB stones, like Nate said, because it kind of gives it that little something extra. And the dimensionality on this is so cool. I always love when vintage brooches they don't have to do it, but it's just whoever designed this was like, no, we can have this at this level, but we're going to take it up here. And they always put the little leaves on the back, which they don't have to do because they don't show a ton from the front. But then when you catch it just from the side, you just get that little poke out of weave. And to me,
it finishes it off. It's such clever design. It really is to know the notion that you might just get that angle on the brooch. And if someone was to just get that angle, we're going to make that angle look sort of pretty too by putting this little leaf in there. Really clever design.
It is. And it's just, of course, classic on a black bag. Betty White, Betty, I should say. I did go ahead and give her a dusting, but she is still a little bit dusty of a gal. But that's okay. She looks fabulous with her brooch, dust and all. She is rocking it. So I just love this because you don't see a ton of the milk glass with the black stones. This is a really unusual color combination. And then you add in those ABs, and I just think, oh my gosh, it's so good.
Oh, poor Patricia still needs to get her basement repaired. Her basement flooded. I think it was last year.
I'm sorry,
still
Patricia.
getting the repairs.
That's awful.
That sucks.
Okay, let's get this on one of our vintage postcards. And we're going to do, let's see if I can find, we're going to do some nighttime postcards. How about this? Angela, Dear Angela's Vintage, just sent me some New York postcards. And so I would like to use, I believe, one of those if I can grab this enough quickly. But I can't And this postcard's here. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one, and then I will show the ones Angela sent, just because I think actually this is so perfect. This is New York at Night, one of my very favorite little postcards from 1906. And look how good that black and white is together. It's just sort of perfect for it. Okay, tell Jeffrey to stop rolling. Actually, I think it would be better to tell Louie to not come in the office.
Oh, Gavin. Night, buddy.
Night, Gavin.
See ya. See ya.
All right, we'll start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Oh, you're making me hungry, Maria. Strawberry cheesecake. Oh,
I tell you, I don't have a lot of sweet things. I don't have a raging sweet tooth, but a baked cheesecake. There's something about a baked cheesecake that I really, really like. Jennifer, hey, welcome in.
Hi, Jennifer.
Nice to see you. And Hannah won that. Congratulations, Hannah.
Congratulations. That brooch is headed your way. And that is a stunner. I cannot wait for you to get that. Okay. That's a good one. Let's see.
Congrats, Hannah.
All right. Awesome, Hannah. Congratulations.
Okay. What is up next?
Oh, this one. I love this brooch. This one's really cool because it kind of has a cat's eye effect, which I love. This is starting off at $28 in the chat. And let's see. I love pineapple upside down cake. Okay. This is 1 3/4 inches in size. And it is starting off at $28. And I keep putting Clippy down. Poor Clippy.
Now, Ross made a lime cheesecake. Oh, that sounds great.
Sounds good. This is all glass, by the way, you guys, and it is absolutely incredible.
So it's only just over an inch. So it's not huge, but the thing is, pretty much all of that little bit over an inch is one stone, just one big, magnificent piece of glass. It's got a bail on it, so you can wear it as a pendant too, which I think is really handy because I think this would look particularly beautiful as a pendant. It's just so attractive, and it's got this orangey, warm topaz. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, so this Carly is 1 3/4 inches in size. Would it help you guys if I held up the ruler so you guys can get a size on it? Would that help?
Yeah,
there you go.
So yeah, it's not, as I say, it's not the most enormous, but the fact that it is just this one magnificent stone, like I call it stone, it's a rhinestone, it's a piece of glass, but it's so pretty with this lovely little fold over edge, all of these beautiful prongs, and the diamond shape cutout in every single one of those prongs as well is, again, just a tiny little design feature, but it lifts it so much. Just can you see that tiny little diamond cutout? It's so sophisticated.
It is. I mean, whoever made this put an incredible amount of time into this. This is the kind of that they were
like a Ken Gorn, like a Ken Gorn or something.
Even on the edges, the way they did the metal work is just amazing because each one of those pieces is textured and cut out as well. And then it has the bail so that you could wear it as a pendant. And now you're really getting that cat's eye effect, which is fabulous. It's kind of golden sun yellow on either side, and then this beautiful sort of orangey stripe down the middle. And I don't even know how they make stones like this, Nate. Do you?
I don't know what the chemical formula is that would get a stone out, get a piece of glass out in this color range, but it's reading so many different colors. You're getting flashes of almost a lime yellowy green that's coming through as well. Yeah, can you see just on the edges you get this green?
Yeah, I can totally see that.
It is
wow,
so beautiful. This was again one of those pieces that has been sitting there, me passing by because I just
yeah.
And this is actually looking better than ever. I don't think I've actually seen this under this sort of light either.
Yeah, Nate, maybe when we look at the brooches, I should turn on this kind of light so that we can see it. Because, the light in the apartment, you get just sort of whatever silly overhead lighting they put in, but this just really makes it.
Yeah. Although if I see them in better light, there's maybe will be more of a chance that I'll say I want to keep it.
That's true. Now that's a fact.
It looks like the jewel that was on the shaft in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like something out of the Queen's Jewel box. Okay, so I'm getting this on the postcard Angela sent me from 1954, and I think it's a fantastic match. This is of New York City, my favorite city of all time. And we are going to start the countdown.
Oh, the stone is actually almost mimicking the red of that sundown. What a perfect postcard to pick.
I know. I saw this brooch coming up next, and I was going to use it on the previous brooch, and I thought, no, I have to save this.
I love it.
It's a good match. Okay, so here we are at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And dead end. Yes, Angela, it's the perfect card for this. All right.
It's showing really beautifully.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that one, Joe. And this postcard, by the way, has a fantastic airmail sticker on the back. Wanted to show that. All right, and I see that sold. So
okay.
Who grabs that one?
Oh, there was a bit of action there at the end as well. That honestly, when we looked at that and I picked this, oh yes, I will sell that. I now think if I'd seen it in this light, I'd have told you to put it back in the pot. So Jenny, you've got one that I really now almost regret selling. But congratulations and thanks everyone who is bidding on that. You're going to love that when it comes in person, Jenny. It is just such a beautiful piece of jewelry. Congratulations and thanks everyone. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Okay. That's a good one. All right. My next piece is just wonderful. Now, this piece, I'm not exactly 100% sure. Watch out for Katie, the Spoon Slayer. I'm not 100% sure of the age on this one, but there is definitely some quality happening here. And when I saw the colors, I just got excited because the colors are so beautiful. This sort of reminds me of a Liz Claiborne brooch or something of that quality. But when you see it, you'll just be amazed. So it is 2.5 inches in size. It is a pretty good size. And this one is going to start off at, let's see here. I have 2 green brooches. It's starting off at $24. And oh my gosh, it's showing up so well. I was nervous about this, y'all. It was going to show up. The green in this is amazing.
See, it's showing up like a true parido now. And it wasn't showing that green when we were talking about it last time, but it is an absolute bright peridot color. Is it marked LC? Is that a marked with a Liz Claiborne mark?
It is not, but I have seen some other Liz Claiborne pieces, and I thought, well, this is similar. But the only difference is that this does have the foil back. So this easily could be 60s, but I don't know. I don't know the age. I don't know who made this. All I know is look at the puddling on the back. Look how good the condition of the foil is. And when you hold this in your hand, I mean, it's just got that good feel to it. But
Oh, Gay says, I've been waiting for this. And Patricia says, Greg, you need this.
oh, good. Gay was waiting for this one. Yeah, I just particularly love this. What I think is so effective with this brooch is that big cut stone in the middle. And then I love how all of the little marquees kind of sweep around. I think it's absolutely just fabulously gorgeous. It does remind me of the Emerald City. It has that same kind of color. So if you're into Wicked, or you know someone that's into Wicked, this is your good little Wicked brooch. Part 2 is coming. You could wear this to the premiere.
And it's, you know, of all the greens you see, you don't often see this bright peridot.
No.
Bright peridot like this. It really is beautiful.
It's stunning. And the facets on that emerald stone in the middle is amazing. I mean, the light just catches it and it shines so beautifully. I always say jean jackets are my go-to for brooches, but this really would look stunning on a jean jacket or on a lapel. You could wear this for summer. It's just fabulous, this green. And green is becoming, I mean, red has always been my favorite color, but the more that I've been around vintage, green is really stealing the show for me now. I love green. Yeah. I think it's such a good, happy, bright, fresh color. Sister says it's her birthstone. Well, that is very cool.
That's August, yeah. That's bronze as well.
Parido. Yep. I mean, look, even green on black. I just don't think you can wear green on black.
So you would think that the black would really stifle that, but when you put it on that black background, the rhinestones have got the quality to be able to fight that black, and they still shine and show such a beautiful color.
Yeah, I love, Gay, that it's offset as well. You know, it really makes it interesting as a design piece. It catches your eye for sure. And it is so... I just knocked over my black light, which gave Nate a slight heart attack, I am sure. I am very sure. Okay, so we're going to get this on our 1907 postcard with our little lucky shamrocks. And let's see here. I'm going to do it this way, I think. And we will start the countdown on this brooch. I just absolutely adore that. Oh my gosh. Look at it on the side of a postcard. It's marvelous. That's just insane. Oh, see now. I just think, wow, that looks so good.
And Joe just read it out there, goes, Nate. We joked that every time you drop something, it's like smoking a cigarette. It takes like 8 minutes off my life.
Yeah, Nate said that to me
every
last
time you drop
something. And Nate's like, you're slowly killing me. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to drop things. I don't want to drop things. I'm just incredibly clumsy. Okay, so let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And but then hurry, he needs mouth to mouth. As I puff my cigarette.
Angela, hush. Oh, this is sold. There was furious bidding on that.
I am so glad that it showed up as well as I was hoping it would. That really pleases me. Sometimes with one light, I think, oh no, it's not going to show up, but I'm glad it did. Noelle, congratulations. Oh my gosh, that's stunning.
Congratulations. I mean, sorry for everyone who missed out on that, but honestly, that showed up so well. When we were looking at them yesterday, I thought, yeah, that's a really pretty brooch. That's so nice. But showing it now, it's an absolute knockout.
It is.
Congratulations. You're going to love that.
It's so good, Noelle. Okay, let's see what we have up next. Oh, yes. This one is so amazing. Okay, now I did not plan to have two green brooches back to back, but if you were enthralled with that brooch, this brooch might be for you if you missed out on that one. Um,
Yeah.
is starting off at $28. Nate, I think that this 1 3/4 inch brooch is one of the ones you got from your special European connection.
It is. This is one from the Ukraine. Yeah. And again, it's not the sort of parido of the last, but it's a lovely bright lime sort of a green. It doesn't glow. We tested it. It doesn't actually glow. But it is such a pretty brooch, such lovely quality stones as well. And I think I'm out of that European lot. I have saved really, I'm down to my last, I think maybe 10 or 11 absolute, the best of the best pieces. So I'm this is just at that stage. I could make a small fortune charging $57.95 to kiss Nate. I haven't been kissed in a decade, so that would be good money.
And then Carly says, take my money. Yes, this brooch is so beautiful. Again, I love brooches that you can wear at the collar, and you can do that with a lot of pieces, but I find that these sort of oval shaped ones, and I've got a tie on today, so it might be a little harder, but you can absolutely wear it on the knot of a tie because that's just fabulous. But I love that you could wear this at the collar because I think it's just so classy that way. I absolutely adore the sparkle on this. And of course, you've got a really effective little side profile here. I love the different sizes of AB rounds that kind of make up that little inset. And then you have the big marquee stone in the middle, which is used horizontally, I think.
Used horizontally. Again, I don't think you'd really see that in a US-made brooch. I certainly haven't. It's a really different configuration of these marquees. It looks really smart. Actually, it looks exceptionally smart that way up.
Mhm.
Really
It does. Yeah, I mean, these are the kinds of pens that you can wear so many different ways. So you can wear it this way, which I really like having these marquee stones kind of pointed down like that. But you could also wear it this way. So you have lots of options with this piece. And I was going to put this on white.
Jennifer said, fun fact, I just read foiling behind stone started in 2000 BC. Wow.
Holy cow. That's cool. And you know what, Carly? I've been meaning to do some research on that myself. I've made a note and I never did. So that is so cool. You've kind of jump-started my research. So thank you very much. This is what this looks like on our fabulous little Sophia. But we will get her on Vanna White. So you can see what that looks like as well. I think for summer, this is a really happy, bright, lovely, fantastic little brooch. And the Czechoslovakian, Austrian brooches, the color saturation in them is just so different. Anything you're going to get here, it's really marvelous. Okay, so let me get this on a vintage postcard, and then we will start the countdown. Let's see. What do I want to pick? Oh, yeah, let's do this one. I haven't done this one in a while. This is the Buena Vista Drive out in California. So this is in honor of our dear poodle who lives out in California. This is from 1941. And we will start the countdown on this gorgeous brooch at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Yeah.
I don't think we have any takers on this one, which is fine if you're watching on the replay. We'll actually bring it back at the end just in case anyone's
just in case anyone's interested.
Yep.
All right.
That's not a sold, Ange. I think that's passed. There we go. Thank you.
All right. We'll bring that one back. Okay, I'm going to do this one next. Okay. Now, this one is really special to me because I just can envision a bride wearing this down the aisle for wedding season, but I could also see this being worn by a mother of the bride, a father of the bride, just anything wedding related. I think this is gorgeous. It also goes really well with that kind of Victorian, beautiful creams and rhinestone look. So I think this has so much potential. Now, this does have a little bit of vintage wear to it. So this is going to start off at $20. And it is a big, big brooch. Now, get ready. This is 4 inches in size. That is absolutely enormous. So I'm going to show it to you with the ruler just so you can get a sense of like how big. Look at this thing. It's massive. And it is just a real stunner, in my opinion. It is from the mid-century era. Now, there's a little bit of wear to the faux pearls and just a little bit of wear on a few of the rhinestones, but this still has so much life left in it. And I think it's so organic looking and just classically gorgeous.
Oh, it'd look lovely as some sort of hairpiece.
Yes, totally could wear this in your hair. Let me show the back of it so you can see all those beautiful rivets. This is just so elegant. You know, put it on a hat, really make a statement, or wear it in your hair. I mean, totally you could do this. I don't have the right hair for this, but you could do it in an updo. You could pin it to a headband and wear it that way. But I mean, just look how fantastic this is.
Yeah.
And I think that in a bridal bouquet, which I really love this idea now, got my hat on backwards, where people are realizing that flowers die and they wilt, and sure they can be pressed, but having something physical from your wedding where, you know, this is in a bridal bouquet that you could reuse, I just think is so cool. But the organic nature to the floral spray of this is really unlike any other floral brooch I've seen. And I love the size. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's such a statement. So delicate. Yes, Greg, that is a great word for this. So I am going to put this onto Vanna. I'm sorry, Betty. I'm getting all of our friends confused here. But I mean, come on, that on a vintage purse. Wow. And I do want to try this out on our Sophia because I think that this with beige would also look incredibly beautiful. So this brooch is really nice because it can be worn so many different ways. Ooh, I love that on the beige. I
Wow.
think it's stunning. That yeah, something about this brooch has my heart. I think it's so elegant. Oh my gosh, those little delicate rounds. Yeah, this is a good one. Okay, so we'll get this on one of our Victorian postcards. Ooh, let's see, what one shall we do? Oh, there's so many beautiful things to choose from. But I think we'll get this on our best wishes postcard. I love this one so much. It is from the 1900s. It's printed actually in Germany, which is very cool. And we will start the countdown. Oh, yes, on gray, it would be beautiful too. I'm actually going to switch this to this side. Oh, yes. Look how fantastic that is on this postcard. Yeah. It just, wow. Oh my gosh, that's fabulous. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then totally Greg makes a statement. I mean, people are going to admire you when they see you with this on. You're going to just look gorgeous. Now, I really just love this brooch so much.
It's so sophisticated.
Right? And I see that soul. Just stunning, folks. Oh man, black velvet dress with that. Ooh, yeah, that would look fabulous. Yeah, look at that on black. Oof,
Example: Auckland to Atlanta one way, 1,085. So that's about 2,000 New Zealand dollars.
frills.
Wow.
Jenny, congratulations. Oh my gosh, you're going to adore that. I am so sorry, Rachel and Poodle, you missed out on that. But that is just a stunner, Jenny. I think you're really going to enjoy that when you get it in person. Okay.
Oh, Jenny's got a wedding to go to.
Oh,
Lovely.
hey, Jenny.
That's cool.
If you don't feel like sharing photos, I totally understand. But if you do, I would love to see you all dolled up with that brooch for your wedding. That would be fantastic. Hi, Junk Waffle.
Hey, Junk Waffle, welcome in. Nice to see you.
Welcome in, Junk Waffle. Okay, last week I showed you my Zetus Lapidus brooch from it's kind of inspired by Angela's, our favorite childhood movie, one of ours. And I did happen to recently stumble across the matching tie clip. So today, because I went to Michael Jackson, I put this on in honor of Michael Jackson. Kind of looks like a CD. So I thought it was cool. But anyway, I just wanted to share that before I forgot. So thank you, Angela, for helping me find the Zetus Lapidus tie clip because it is fantastic. Okay, up next, we have, oh yes, this fantastic set. This is starting off at $32. And
Oh, you're trying to wear it in your hair. That's nice.
oh, Jenny, you're going to look fantastic with it in your hair. Zetus Lapidus. Okay, this piece is amazing. Nate has a set of Russian lacquer pieces up for you guys. And if you missed the Russian lacquer set last week, we have another set for you this week. And I just adore these because I grew up around Russian lacquer and I always thought they were so magical when I was a kid. And Nate, I know you really love them. And we're hoping to bring the Russian lacquer back. So
Yeah, I really like Russian lacquer. These are the last two pieces I have. There's this lovely little ring box, cute little ring box, and there is a brooch as well with it's a troika, isn't it? It's a three-horsed, yeah, with a Russian troika. These are the last two I have. The start's 32, which makes them like $16 each. Which is a great deal as far as I think anyway. I really, really like Russian lacquer and I want to get some more, but this is all I have at the moment.
And I will tell you, Nate and I have been kind of doing some research on Russian lacquer, and it's amazing to me how expensive it is. When I see it out in antique stores, it is very, very high priced. And of course, because look at all the work that goes into this. I mean, you have to be an incredibly skilled artisan to paint all of this by hand. And I don't know if you've ever watched videos of people from around the country that are painting things on, but let me tell you, they paint things and the steadiest of hands, and they do it in such a quick succession. And you think to yourself, like, how is that even possible? Because I would get so nervous that my hand would shake and I'd scribble the line and the whole thing would just be ruined. But here they are. Look at just like the tiniest of detail on this is really wild to me. It's amazing. And then the little boxes. I mean, there's something, Nate, we talked about the other day about collectors and boxes. But what do you think it is that, like me, as a collector, loves boxes so much?
I don't know what it is, but almost every collector I know has an affinity with a box. They always want boxes. I want boxes to put things in so that when you open a box, you get a surprise of something really beautiful. But even down to when I get mail and boxes, I think that box is too good to throw away because that box I could do something with that box. And boxes are a problem for collectors.
I love boxes because I look at them and, like Nate said, I think, ooh, I could put something in this. And then I love the idea that I'm getting a little bit of a surprise. So when I open it back up, I'm like, ooh, there's that little pretty ring or that little something that I put in there, a little treasure.
Rachel says, I'm going to Alaska in August. Last time I was there, I found several shops that sold Russian lacquer, and it was so expensive. Yeah. That's crazy.
There's a shop here in town that has Russian lacquer pieces, and it's an antique mall. And I always admire the pieces in the window, but they're like $50 each.
Yeah.
And it's just not something that I can pick up. But, this is just such a good deal because you're getting that beautiful little box.
Such a cute little box.
And the brooch itself, so that you guys know, it measures 2 inches in size. And the box is 1.5 by 1.25 inches. So it's
we all have Patricia. We all have boxes that are filled with other boxes.
Oh yes, oh yeah.
Exactly.
Good box. In
the
fact,
box is the foreplay to the object inside.
In fact, this week Nate and I got in some things in the mail, and I got this package, and I looked at the bubble mailer. And it's the same. In fact, I got some new wax sealing stamps that you guys will see in designs this week, which I cannot wait for you to get. But I opened the package, and she uses the same bubble mailers as me. And then she has these gorgeous boxes she packages things up in that I get. And of course, I couldn't throw them away. I was like, oh no, I have to save this because it's perfectly good. And nothing's in the box, but it's ready for you to put a little trinket or treasure inside, Jenny.
I mean, I did see some larger boxes that were exceptionally well painted, larger boxes. And I really would have loved to have been able to bring them, but I would have had to have started them at $100. That's where that sort of range gets to.
Oh, yeah, gosh,
children get the toy and play with the box. I think fundamentally we all have a bit of cat in us. You know what a cat is like with a box.
Oh yeah. Oh, what? Yes, the movie reference. What's in the box? Yes, Jenny, of course. I thought you were actually. That's the seller in me. That's like, oh no, someone wants to know. The ring does not come with it, but I just wanted to show that this signet, this coin ring, which is a good size, does fit inside the box there.
Yeah. Some of those paintings are done with a single brush. And dear Angela says another 7 minutes off Nate's life.
Yeah, I kept dropping the ring, and I think Nate was choosing not to see that. Let's see. Katie, my middle drawer is overflowing with Katie brooch boxes. Oh, Poodle. Yes, they do make good gift boxes. You can reuse them. And Poodle, her little dog, Pixie, loves my brooch bags. I don't know if she smells Louie. Like somehow Louie doesn't usually come in my office, so I don't know how Louie would be on the bags that I get, but somehow her dog just loves them. So I I think that's so cute. All right, let's start the countdown on this set at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Fabulous. Fabulous Russian lacquer set.
Maybe keeps the wax seals off the boxes. Yeah.
Pixie is addicted to those bags. Yeah, my brother, it's funny, he has a cat named Clyde, and he texted my mom after we sent some Christmas gifts to Denver, and he said, and Clyde thanks you for his gift, and it was Clyde in a box. He just loves, and then ribbons. Clyde also loves ribbons, so we always make sure to wrap anything we send to Carson with like an extra long ribbon so that Clyde can play with it.
That goes to Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. I'm sure you'll love them. I'll try and get some more. I'll try and get some more Russian lacquer pieces because I really do put a high value. I think they're really beautiful. I'm sure you'll love those when they come, Jenny. Thanks so much.
Jenny, congratulations. That is a fantastic set. I think that it is time for a giveaway, Nate.
I think it is, yeah. I think you're right. I think Angela said something a little while ago, and she sent me several threatening Instagram messages. Wait a second. Yeah, she says, time for a giveaway. So you don't need to purchase anything or intend to purchase anything to enter the giveaway. We'll cover the cost of all the postage. It is letters of the alphabet, as you know, one guess at a time, but guess as many times as you like. Just one letter at a time. Good luck, everyone.
Patricia says, I like to hide in boxes waiting for a handsome hunk to come and find me.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
okay, let me see. What is the next letter? Okay.
Did you ever play hide and seek as a kid, Nate? Was that?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. I think that's a universal kid thing.
Okay. So one time we were hiding in my house and I hid in the coat closet. And I was just kind of short enough. I mean, just gotten to the age where I was tall enough where I could reach my arms into the coat. So I actually got into this trench coat that was in the closet and stood there. And my head was covered by the coat and I was sort of in the back. And it took my brother, I think 2 hours to find me. I will never forget being in that coat closet, oh my gosh, please find me so I can come out of here because it's warm. But I totally won. Okay, let's see.
I think I have found it. I've just gone back up to the top to make sure that was the very first time it came in. I'll text you the person that I think it is. Okay.
Okay, I'm still looking. I'm still looking for this. Okay, I think I see it now, but let me double check with you, Nate.
Yeah, we like to double check.
Yeah, just to make sure. Okay. Good. I'm glad that I double checked because that is not the person that I had. But congratulations, Rosemary Jolly. The letter was Q. And you,
Queen, congratulations.
All right. Well, Rosemary, you are getting a fabulous mystery postcard. Excellent. Awesome. All right. Rosemary.
Katie, are you the oldest or the baby? Katie is actually a twin.
I am, and my brother is 2 minutes older than me, and boy, did I have to hear about that when I was growing up. I love Carson, but yes, he always had the bragging rights. Yep.
Congratulations, Rosemary. We'll get you something really nice out.
Yep, we'll get you a fun postcard. Okay. I have another fantastic set that I am very excited about. So this is really beautiful. I picked this up at the estate sale that I went to a few weeks ago. And this woman, she traveled everywhere. She was a fabulous person. She was a real estate dealer. She did international real estate. She lived in a penthouse above the park that overlooked the city. Everything was mirrors. She had a bridge, like a Japanese bridge that came right when you walked into the apartment over a koi pond. I mean, this is how fancy and elegant and amazing this woman was. She drove a Bentley, and everyone that knew her in the neighborhood said she would drive around when she got older and she'd just wave at people from her Bentley. So this estate sale was crazy. Jeffrey has a video out on it. I'll have a video soon. But this is one of the things that I picked up from her estate sale. And I think that this set is amazing. Now, I don't know exactly how vintage this is, but the design to this is just everything. So it is a necklace and earring set. And this is starting off at $25. And let me measure this for you guys first before I show it to you. Build the height just a little bit. So this is a 15. I'm just dropping everything. This is a 15-inch necklace. So it is a little bit of a choker, but it can be extended. And when you guys see this, it is just going to blow your mind. It is so beautiful.
Oh, this is such a lovely piece.
I love this. So this is this incredible faux pearl necklace with these rhinestones. And the faux pearls are not reading, but they are a absolutely beautiful, almost blue, kind of a very beautiful smoky blue gray.
Both
And
Nettie and Patricia. Another 8 minutes for Nate. Nate closer to dying.
another 8 minutes. So I'm going to put that up on screen so you can see it. And I'm just preparing the earrings. Now, the wonderful thing about the earrings is these are post back. So you do not have to worry at all about
And
that.
these pearls are actually reading quite white, but they are really silvery, aren't they? They're a grey silver color. See, on the stand there, on the left-hand side, they're actually reading now as being quite white, but they're not at all. They're a really sophisticated silvery grey.
They are. Now, let me get the earrings on here for you. This is not signed. I don't know who made it, but it did come from a pretty spiffy lady. So she had absolute taste. She was just amazing, this woman. So let me get this here prepared for you. Okay. So here are the earrings. You're going to get these fabulous earrings, and they are post back, so you can see. The earrings are, let me measure these here. These are 1 inch in size, and they are gorgeous. So again, I was thinking, wedding. This would be fabulous. And this obviously is a quality set. You can see on the back here, they even have the little pearls that dangle down from the back with the shepherd's hook, and that's just a little.
So if that's at 15, that extender must give you at least another 2 inches.
Yes, it does. And when I put this on, I will model it for you. When I put this on, and usually chokers on me are pretty chokery. This one's not because of the extender. And if you get a necklace extender on top of it, you will even have more length. But I think that it's just absolutely stunning. It does. Of course, this is a lot going on with my tie here.
Yeah,
but you can see, if you didn't have all that and you had a scoop neck dress, you got to use your imagination, folks. This would be pretty spectacular. So let me go ahead and get this back on Blanche for you guys so you can see. And I love too that there's little rhinestones. I'll have to show this with the pearls here. But there are little rhinestones that are attached to this necklace up at the top that just really make this, I think, so elegant. I love necklaces. Ooh, I'm giving Nate heart attacks here. I love necklaces that give a little bit more detail on the piece. So back in the back, the little closures have little rhinestones. So there's just a little bit of something extra, which I think is so absolutely lovely.
So pretty.
And you get the earrings too. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this fantastic set. Just gorgeous here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
Can 10. You hold it to your jacket from lapel to lapel?
From lapel to lapel, yes, I can. I sure
for a second.
Yep, I sure can. Lapel to lapel.
So just directly across your,
Yep, there you go.
Oh, it's such a sophisticated look.
It is, and I love it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands of pearls that go around. It's just absolutely stunning. I can imagine all of the real estate parties and fancy events that this woman would have worn this to as she was traveling the globe. But we'll start the countdown on this. And let me.
Sorry, we can go back. You can start. Let's start midway because we broke that. So 10, 9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end, friends. Absolutely stunning set here. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Trying to get that paparazzi effect on it in the back here.
Yeah, it's
All right.
such a sophisticated look.
And I see
Before it vacuuming in a thong. There's the sold.
all right.
Up to Karen Lord.
Karen, congratulations. Oh, you're going to love that piece. Absolutely love it. It is spectacular. I'm so glad that you got that. So congratulations on that. It is really gorgeous. Okay, Bob did a great job modeling the earrings. So we want to thank Bob. And Bob will be back later on because Nate has some really spectacular earrings as well coming up later. Let's get that on there.
Yeah, Karen says you all knew it. Sorry, Karen. We look at these things and say, "Oh yeah, I bet you that's a Karen Lord piece." Or,
yeah.
And we looked at a piece the other day, and it said, "That's a Greg brooch, isn't it?" And that's a Greg brooch.
Yeah, we're like, okay, Greg's gonna love that.
Yeah,
that's going to Greg. This is, yeah. You just sort of you get to know what people really enjoy, and I love that. So, yeah, Karen Lord, fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me write that down. Where did this go? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Karen, fabulous. Okay. Our next piece is a really gorgeous hair piece. And Nate, I don't know how you found this, but it is just stunning. This is starting off at $18. And
I think this is really sweet. I mean, I think it's a really lovely piece. I didn't realize it was what it is when I bought it.
And it is a good size. It is 3 3/4 inches in size. And I think for a wedding, Nate, this would just be so lovely.
It's a little comb with this lovely shooting star motif. And I thought it was a brooch when I bought it, but it's obviously not. But I think I like it a little bit more. The fact that it is this really smart little hair accessory.
And you have to imagine this in a beautiful, thick, long hair because, I mean, you could do it in a short little updo. That could be really cute, but it just doesn't quite work with my haircut. But anybody that has a big pony updo, I think this would be fabulous.
I could almost imagine if you slicked your hair back, like really quite severely slicked it back until sort of a 1920s close crop, that would look really pretty.
Yeah, it could on the sides, yeah, it could. I'm gonna hold it up next to my hat so you guys can get a sense of it. But it is a really big size, so this is the kind of thing that would make an impact, in your hair if you're going to a wedding and you need something kind of fabulous, or if you just love updos, to be honest. I'm going to try to get this one. I'm giving Nate heart attacks today. Nate, I'm sorry. Today is not my day. Today is not my day.
That's interesting, Gabe, because Gabe says you could put the comb down into your breast pocket of the jacket with the burst coming out. And I saw that with some really interesting pieces just the other day where it was like a comb that you put into your, what does that look like? Would that actually fit into your top pocket?
It would, but I don't have a pocket. Unfortunately, this is the one jacket that I don't have a pocket on, and I really want a pocket. So I am in the search for another black jacket.
Yeah,
pocket.
That would actually look really smart on a dude's jacket. Yeah.
And can I just take a minute? I just have to take a minute. Speaking of jackets and pockets, okay, I love thrifting vintage blazers, and I love men's blazers in particular. Why do I love them? Well, they have fabulous pockets on the inside. Why is it that women's jackets have no pockets? We deserve pockets. I'm mad about this, and I want a pocket in a woman's blazer because they're so useful. You can put your phone down inside. You can put a little bit of candy. You could put a pen or some business cards. Like, they're useful. Pockets are useful. They shouldn't be gendered. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Now we can arrive back at this fabulous hairpiece, which if I did have a pocket, I would totally put inside. Okay, so yes, a hanky. They show the pants pockets of women's pants. I know that's just so. I understand they want the things to be flat, but we do demand pockets. Or on jeans, when they put the little tiny, like half useless, you could fit a chapstick in their pocket. I don't understand. I don't. That burns my biscuits a little bit. Okay, anyway, we're gonna go back to the hairpiece. This is so beautiful. I love the shooting star motif. It's just so fantastic. Okay, so yeah, that's true because then it would make us too independent, Nettie.
Yep.
You're right about it. Okay. Yes, wedding gowns now come with pockets, which I think is necessary. It is, Jenny. I often, if I can find a men's version of something, I will get it because it's just so much more practical. Okay, here we go. We'll start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. Not the little coin pocket, but you sometimes find women's jeans, particularly the skinny jeans, where there is a pocket, but you know how men's jeans, the pockets are deep, like long enough that you could actually fit a cell phone in. Those little half pockets where I mean, they're so shallow that you just can't put anything practical in it.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm not about that.
That's sold to Noreen Hoffman. Thank you so much, Noreen. I'm sure you will love it. And thank you so much for your bid too, Sylvia. It's a really interesting piece. I'm sure you'll love it when it arrives.
Yeah, it is. It is gorgeous. Oh yeah, and yeah, men's shoes, absolutely a hack if you have larger feet. And honestly, I think men's shoes are just designed better. I could talk about this for 10 years, so I should get off the topic, but I love a wingtip, a barogued wingtip, and women women's shoes, they always do these dumb things with the baroque wingtips where they make them platform and like cutesy. And why can't we just have a classic wingtip? Anyway, I will digress and move along now. But yes, thank you for all understanding. Noreen, that's beautiful. That is headed your way, and it's fantastic. Yes, not a full pocket. You can barely fit your fingers in. It's it's like a quarter, right? Men's jeans are just so much more comfortable too. Okay, there we are. All right. My next piece of the evening is this really interesting 50s, kind of 60s brooch that I can just picture on a little white sweater. You know, if you picture the movie Grease and you picture all the little pink ladies in the movie and Sandra Dee in particular, she's got her little white sweater on with the pink dress underneath. I just kind of picture this brooch on that kind of get up, and I think it's so beautiful. Nate, this was one of your favorites that I think I had tonight. It's 3 inches in size, and it is starting off at $18, and I just love this. It kind of reminds me of a little fern.
Oh yeah, I love this one. I love this. The quality of these stones is so good. That pink and that blue it's so beautiful, and the minimal. I mean, there are enough rhinestones, but it's sort of minimal in so far as the surface area that you just put this hint of rhinestones down one side of this sort of like fern frond Oh, that's just beautiful.
It is. And of course, you can see it's mid century era. It has all of its little rivets on the back. And I just think it's beautiful.
And the little fleur-de-lis terminated uh,
Yes.
pieces there as well. It's just lovely. I think it's a big size. It's like 4 inches, didn't you say?
I think it's about 3 inches, Nate, in size, but yes, still absolutely enormous. Let me hold this up for you guys so you can see. Yeah, it's a good size.
I
It
just
is really
agree.
fabulous. And it does look like a fairy. And it's just so fabulous. I could see this totally on a vintage hat. It just has this kind of really fun fern effect that I've
Yeah,
never seen before on another brooch. And the colors, the pink and blue, are so pretty on this. And on a little summer white sweater, I mean, it would be
that's
gorgeous, I think. Yeah, it is. It's very delicate and beautiful. And I love the fleur de lis. I absolutely love when brooches add this. So if you're in New Orleans, dweller, or you just are a Saints fan, or you love Creole things, this fleur de lis pattern would definitely be up your alley as well. Look how many of them there are. That's a lot of work to go into a boat like this. It's just
Jenny says the pin reminds her from the creature from the abyss. I'm not sure what the creature from the abyss looks like.
I don't know that movie, Jenny. I know Creature of the Black Lagoon, but oh, thanks, Nettie. This is one of my favorite rulers. If you're ever at estate sales, look for these. These are called. This is called the Eye Saver, and it's so easy to read. I love this ruler. So if I actually see another one of these, I will definitely be
Oh,
picking them up.
creatures of the abyss. I think it's like deep sea fish and things like that. So
Oh,
yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
okay. Let me get the perfect postcard for this. And that might be a tall order. I was wondering if I had anything with ferns on it. I don't know if I do. But let's have a look through the postcards and we'll pick something that I think will work.
Does that ruler actually have centimeters as well as inches on it?
That is a good question. Uh, n- no, it does
No.
not have centimeters, but I do have another ruler that has centimeters. Oh, okay. Let's do this postcard. This is greetings from California with the poppy field. I think the blue will be really nice together with this. So this will be a good postcard. Oh, yes, I like that together very much. It's a great ruler, Heidi. Okay, we will start the countdown at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end, friends. That is a fun, fun little set. All right. We'll see who grabs that one.
Or another little flurry at the end.
That's a great brooch. I love this one.
I
I just
really
think
like
it's
that
so
one too.
unique, so different. All right, Rachel, congratulations. You're picking that one up. That's going to look really
Congratulations.
great on your
That's
house.
really pretty piece. I really like that piece.
Okay, let me see. To Rachel. All right.
Yeah, guys, right. We are metric, but it is still in our generation. We still use feet and inches to describe someone's height. I would always say I'm 5'11". I
Really?
have no idea what 5'11" is in metric, but that is probably one of the absolute exceptions that we would still measure people's height in feet and inches.
Really? That's crazy. Wonder why.
Oh, look, Poodle said, Angela, your framed pictures at Nate's are beautiful. You resemble my younger son's girlfriend. Yeah, I got lots of lovely comments on the Easter egg hunt, so I'm so pleased people enjoyed that.
That was a really fun little thing that you did, Nate. That was so good. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna get this on some type of a vintage postcard. Okay, these are the scatter pin lots, guys, so I'm going to show this on a postcard so that I can show all of them together at one time. Yeah, I knew it is hard. Oh yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so this is a cool little hotel postcard from Indiana. And I'll measure all of the brooches and I'll show you the backs and then I'll get them all onto the postcards. This lot is starting off at $26. And this is 1.5 inches in size. This sort of looks like a French metal of some kind. It's just very cool.
Actually, I made a mistake with this one. This is my mistake. That starts at $24. Sorry,
$24,
which makes them $8 a brooch. So sorry, that's my bad. And it starts at 24, not 26. Have you got a midge?
Yeah, there's a little fly that entered in here. Okay, and this one's neat because it does have a little loop on the back, so you could totally turn this into a pendant. And these are all of our gold tone scatter lots. This next one measures 1.25 inches in size. So here this beautiful little guy is, kind of a floral spray here, and there's the back with that.
Yep, I can see the $24 start. Thanks, Ange.
And then this one is sort of like a snowflake design, but it could also be starbursty as well. And this is 2 inches in size, and I'll show you the back of this one. Ooh.
So yeah, this is a all gold tone with clear rhinestone scatter pin lot. Look at the rivets on that tiny little brooch, having all of those rivets.
Yeah, that's insane to me. That is just really crazy. That brooch would have all those rivets.
Mm.
Okay. Nate's gonna get nervous here. Sorry, Nate. Okay, this one's just not flipped around very well. I'm gonna redo this here.
And these are quite a good size as well. You know, for scatter pins, they're on the sort of slightly bigger end of the line, wouldn't you say, for scatters?
Yeah, I would. And I really like this one because I've never seen a scatter pin that has a little almost like a bail to put as a necklace. I think is really cool, but this would just be neat on a lapel. Like a guy could totally wear this. And I love the little flowers, and it's just such a good lot. Rivet.
I mean, the one on the right is beautiful. The flowers is classic, really sophisticated little design, and the snowflake, I mean, is the absolute epitome of elegance and brooches, I think.
It is, and this one is all prong set, and look at all the rivets on it. Like Nate said, I mean, just that small brooch, it's amazing.
And it's not only the fact it's such a small brooch with all those rivets, or every one of those stones has like 4 prongs, 3 or 4 prongs. The time that it would have taken to actually put this, to construct it, it's absolutely insane.
It's amazing. This is such a cool lot. Yeah, it is. It's very stunning. You can wear them all together or separately, but I think they really look great together. And this could be a winter brooch. It could be a starbursty kind of summery floral brooch. It kind of works both ways. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Yeah, I'm particularly pleased with that little collection that we put together. The pink collection was really nice as well, but they are just so lovely together.
Yeah, I love scatter pins, and they're really fun to work with.
There's the sold. Hi, Nikki. Nice to see you, Nikki. And it goes to Nikki. Thank you so much.
Hi,
Thanks to everyone who's
Nikki.
bidding. Thanks, Jane, Rosemary, Nikki. It's a lovely, lovely little trio of pieces.
Yeah, Nikki, you're gonna love that when you get that in person. That is really gorgeous. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's do this one. Okay. Now I love this brooch. And this is Napier. This one I think is quite special, and I've been staring at it here in the office for a couple of weeks, and I haven't wanted to sell it because, truth be told, I liked it that much. But I had to bring it to a sale because I think some of you guys would love it as well. So this one is starting off at $22, and this is such a beautiful piece. It is 2¼ inches in size. It is signed Napier, and it is this
Yeah.
amazing concentric circles brooch with these faux pearls. And what's cool is the faux pearls move on this little ring. So it's kind of like a built-in fidget toy, which is really cool in a brooch. But the design, these looping kind of concentric circles, are
Yeah.
just stunning to me. And I love, love, love a brooch with a signature. But this one I think is just absolutely.
Again, this is such a sophisticated look. This is like a real old money sort of a look. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
really understated, but really elegant at the same time.
When you wear this, someone is going to notice. And this is the kind of thing you'll definitely get compliments on. But with wedding season coming up, this is another one that I thought would be really good for wedding season or just for a cocktail party in general. I think is really pretty. And of course, I've been around some real pearl and gold jewelry because of my mom. My grandfather brought back some really, really beautiful Mikimoto pearls that are in our family from when he was overseas. And so I've seen a lot of the faux pearls, and I thought, well, they look beautiful, but they're not. They don't have the look. This totally has the look of being a real gold and
Yeah.
pearl piece. Like you're wearing
When
this,
you,
someone
when
will.
you put it on that bag like that, it looks like it came with the bag, and it looks like the bag was really expensive. It almost has this sort of like the Cartier. Is it the Cartier that has the two sort of C's in their logo? What's
Or
that? What's
Chanel.
Chanel? That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking of.
it kind of
It gives
does look like a Chanel piece.
a Chanel sort of a vibe.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It really does. It does have kind of that classic Coco Chanel feel. And it is signed Napier, which is a
Yeah.
fantastic jewelry manufacturer. I was trying to get this to where it would show on the purse just a certain way, but I'll just get this up here for now so you can see, and you can wear it kind of any way that you wanted to. But I think it's so absolutely classic, this design. And I love the little open work that they've chosen to do. They could have done a smooth metal, but to me,
Yeah.
that just gives it a little bit of texture, something extra, something different. And this is classic. I mean, this is something that you could totally rock on a jean jacket, but dress it up and look like $1,000,000 on a black blazer, which it does. It's fantastic.
Oh, Poodle's got a string of pearls that her father brought back from Japan in the Navy for her mother. That's
Oh yeah, that is so lovely. Yeah, and that was the place to get all those things. So, all right.
thanks, Rachel. We do try and bring nice pieces.
Yeah, we try to get really good quality jewelry, and this is one of the pieces that I really love. And Napier jewelry is just incredible. It was founded actually in 1878. And then they moved from doing men's watch chains actually into doing jewelry. And in 1920, James Napier became part of the company, and it was changed to that name. And it's just fantastic, fantastic quality things. Yeah, just classy and elegant, which I love. Okay.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah. Perfume and pearls, and I think perfume and opals are a combination that doesn't mix very well either. So yeah, do be careful. In Victorian England, I think there were women who would actually be like considered to be pearl doctors, that women would send their pearls to them and they would wear them for them and sort of bring them the luster back. And there would be women dripping in pearls where they would be sort of thought to be restoring the luster to the pearl by wearing them en masse and close to the skin all the time. I seem to remember that from somewhere.
That's amazing. I
Yeah.
never heard that, Nate. That's so cool.
And I'm not sure where that came from, but it's something that's sort of in the back of my mind somewhere.
Oh yeah, the oils from your fingers. That is cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get this on one of my favorite postcards. Heartiest congratulations. I just think we should get back to telling people that when something good happens. Heartiest congratulations. Oh, and if I didn't show you the Napier mark, it is right up there. It has that little cartouche there with the name, little nameplate. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Just a stunner of a brooch. Warmest regards. Yes, we should get back to saying that as well, Angela. Okay, let's see who grabs this one. And I see that sold. I think that is going to Rosemary. All right, Rosemary, congratulations. That brooch is headed your way. Yay. Thank you to everybody else that was bidding on that as well. Okay. All right. And I've got, let's see. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I did that correctly. Okay, so we've just got a couple of more pieces left for tonight. And this next one Nate had, and it's one of my favorites of his tonight because I think it's so beautiful. This is starting off at $24, and it is for this brooch set. So you are getting earrings.
It's actually really quite a nice little set. It's not your normal rhinestoney. It's a much more sophisticated look. I mean, it is a sophisticated look, but it's a bit more subtle. But it's a earring and brooch set, and these stones are so interesting. I'm sure they are meant to simulate lappers or something along those lines.
And they're cold to the touch, so they are some type of stone. I just don't know exactly what they are. But I mean, look how pretty this is with the little gold flecks inside and the rope detail around the out. And then look how they did the prongs.
Yeah.
Holding in those cabochons. I mean, just incredible, the set here.
And the twisted rope, that strong double twisted rope motif. It's a lovely look. I really do like these. Are they azure malachites? I don't know. I actually thought they were glass.
They could be. They could totally be. I don't know, Gay. But this is beautiful. It's not marked. I don't know, Jenny, if this is actually Greek or not. These are not signed, but there's the back. And then you've got the earrings. And of course, Gay has come up with a fantastic way to wear a lot of the clip-on earrings. Can you hold them
side onto the camera?
Sure. I can. I most certainly can do that. Is that what?
Yeah.
And these are kind of gold. It's not showing up, but there is definitely a kind of shiny gold fleck to these, which is reading a bit more matte on camera. And of course, with the clip-on earrings, you can do lots of things with them. But Gay has invented this little fun thing. If you have just a flat band of any kind, you can slip the ring over, and now you suddenly have the most fabulous little cocktail ring that is ready to go. And boy, does it look marvelous. So I love the idea of this. I think it's just
Guys, it's very clear.
fantastic. Could
Yeah.
be German. I don't know.
I really think they're glass. I think they're trying to simulate something like maybe like azurite, maybe like lapis with pyrite inclusion or something like that.
Yeah.
I think they're glass. I don't know if they're foiled. Are they foiled?
I don't think so. There's no back that I can see. You know, they're sat down into something. So I don't know, but they are cabochoned. And they're cold. They're cold to touch.
Yeah, Gavin's back. I think they're glass. I do really think they're glass. If they're not in their stone, then good luck to you. Then fantastic. But I think that it's a really interesting. It sort of reminds me of that Renee McIntosh era, the arts and crafts movement.
Yeah, I just think the design is gorgeous. The colors are great. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on these. And this set was starting off at $24. And here we are at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And Gay thinks that it's gold foil set into the glass. Would an earring?
It could well be into the glass bead. Would an earring fit inside the brooch?
Like this earring? Because one of the earrings would fit right inside.
Oh, there's a sold, and it goes to Noelle. Thanks, Noelle.
Noelle, you're gonna love this set.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful. All right, congratulations on that.
Yeah, lovely set.
Yeah, I really like that set. Okay, let me do this. Do that. Okay, that's fantastic. Let's see. Great. Okay, now this next piece is for all of our Sarah Coventry collectors in the chat. I was lucky enough to get 2 Sarah Coventry brooches recently, and I really like the Sarah Coventry designs. I think they're classic, and they just made great jewelry. Sarah Coventry was founded by Lyman K. Stewart. He had a granddaughter whose name was Sarah, and he made Sarah Coventry jewelry back, I believe, in 1960. It was founded, and then it's subsidiary of Emmons. Emmons' fabulous jewelry company was Sarah Coventry. So that I think is very cool. And of course, you would go to parties and buy Sarah Coventry jewelry. And Sarah Coventry, I find to just be really good quality. So it is 2 1/4 inches in size, and this brooch is starting off at $18. Now, this is a later Sarah Coventry brooch because it is just marked Sarah. So I believe that this is from the 1970s with that orange design, and I believe that's when they started doing some pieces marked Sarah, as opposed to the Sarah Cove that you normally see. But this is just fabulous. This little, well, it's not little. It's actually a very, very good size. brooch.
Oh, nighty night, Gay. I'll talk to you soon. Night, sweetheart.
With these orange stones, and I just think the orange and the gold together is
Jenny
amazing.
says, "Can you believe I tossed out some of that jewelry years ago? Don't you?
Oh, no. Don't you hate that?
That's
Yeah. Totally hate that. Here's the back, and there's the marking right there, Sarah. And I know we have some Sarah Coventry collectors in the chat, so I wanted to bring this because this is a piece I'd actually never seen before. And I thought that the orange was just so absolutely fabulous for that spring and summer design. And I really like it on this beige purse. I think Sophia is looking fabulous. Yeah, she is great. So let's get this on a vintage postcard. And this really would make a statement on a jean jacket or on a hat because it's just so large. And the filigree, I think, is really cool. If you put on the front of like a cowboy hat, that would look excellent. I think it's kind of a good choice. Okay, let's get this on a vintage postcard. Now, the question is, let's do this one. Even a Dog Would. I love this one from 1909. It's a beautiful postcard. And we will start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Sarah Coventry and Avon are seriously underrated.
And Joan Rivers was a great designer of the things. I often find that Coro is totally underrated. There are some Coro designs that are just mind-blowingly exceptional. I really like some of those, and I really think they're underrated. And some Napier as well, I think, is well and truly underrated.
Coro for sure, because I mean, look, Albert Weiss, who founded Weiss, he came from Coro, which is just crazy. So obviously they knew what they were doing. Rachel, congratulations. I'm glad you are grabbing that one. It is a really good brooch.
I think we're down to our last two pieces.
Yep, our last piece.
And then a giveaway. So thanks everyone who've been sticking it out with us. We really do appreciate you spending your nights with us. Yes.
You actually just bought a J. Crew necklace vintage. Oh, that's cool, Poodle. Yeah, my brother loves J. Crew pants, I believe. I think it's J. Crew pants, but they have good quality things. Okay, my last piece of the evening is starting off at $22, and it is for this amazing little vintage number that glows like you would not believe.
Buckle up, people. Buckle up for when the black light comes out, because this is crazy. You need to retrieve it. Didn't it fall on the floor at some stage?
It fell on the floor. I knocked it with my shirt. Yeah. Okay. My jacket. Here we go. So, I've got a tray on the floor right now that needs to be hung back up. Okay, so are we all ready for the glow? Because this one glows. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Let me do this. I'm gonna move the light. Oh my gosh. Look, I mean, come on. That is just neon.
Yeah, that's an incredible amount of uranium in there. That's just crazy.
I mean, come on. When I did this, I mean, it is insane. Let me actually, here, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to also take a picture because I think this is going to show up hopefully better on photo, but we'll see if I can quickly take a photo of it. Oh, yes. Look at, I mean, the glow on that thing is...
It is actually showing. The glow is showing really, really well.
Is it? Because I worry it's not. But, yeah. If you are like me and you love uranium, it is just really the coolest magic trick on the planet.
Yeah, Jenny, I love the whole brooches as Christmas tree ornaments. I just love that idea.
And this would be a good Christmas tree ornament, too, because the color is really great. But you can wear this all year round. You know, it's kind of got that floral Starburst design. This is definitely straight out of the 50s. It's got the Y back. It's so pretty on black. I really love the design with the woodwork where what you're wearing kind of shows through a little bit, but you still get that good pop of color.
Yeah.
This is gold tone and the metal is textured. I don't know if that's showing up.
It does show. It does absolutely show up. Yeah.
Yeah, this one is so pretty. So it's a really good brooch. And this is my favorite party trick. And I will tell you this. I had a lady come and she delivered some things to me the other day and she brought them into my kitchen and she was admiring all of my vintage. And so one of my favorite things, I said, hang on just a second. I know you got to go and you got other things to deliver, but let me show you this. So I turned off all the lights and I'm sure the lady thought I was like the strangest human ever. And then I hit the black light on all my uranium that's displayed in my kitchen. And she was just like, what is this? This is so cool. So I say it's my favorite party trick because it truly is. But you could wear this to a party and then have like a little keychain black light and walk around and show people. Because, yeah, it's real.
It's insane. Yeah.
It is. Okay, so we're going to get this on one of my vintage postcards. And we will count her down. We'll get this our best wishes from 1907. So here we are at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Oh, yes, cosmic bowling. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Jenny Max says, I'm sure I've told you. My daughter has thousands of pins hanging on boards in her room. She collects many things she likes watching. Katie, and her name is Kate.
Oh, that's nice.
That's so cool. I love that. That's very neat. Yeah, it is a good postcard with that one, I think.
Snowberry. Fantastic. I've seen Snowberry bid on a couple of things. I think that's the first she's got tonight. And that's a great brooch to get.
That is a really good, sparkly, just fun piece. And I love cosmic bowling. So actually, Nick, you've inspired me because I think next time I go cosmic bowling, I most certainly will be wearing some uranium. The bowling alley near me, they do, it's $5 bowling nights on Friday, and it's always after, I think, 8 o'clock. It's $5, unlimited bowling. And then you pay for your, lane fee and like shoes or whatever. But you could do unlimited games, and they always do it kind of cosmic where the black lights are on. And I just think that's cool. Okay. So Nate's last piece of the evening is fabulous. And again, if you're going to any weddings or parties or anything soon, this would be the piece for you. Now, Nate, I don't know how old these are, but I think they're just fun. And they're starting off at $12. So it's our bargain of the evening.
Snowberry said, my mum cried when I gave the brooch from last week to her to wear to the wedding.
Oh,
that's so lovely.
That's so cool, Snowberry. Oh my gosh, that just makes my day. I am so glad.
I love a rhinestone dangly earring. I've got to say, I love the look. I love it, especially when they look fine and they've got lots of movement to them. I think it's particularly pretty. And I bought these because I just thought they were really nice. I thought they were really just nice looking earrings.
And they are just a whole lot of sparkle. And they've got the shepherd's hooks on the back.
And they just have so much movement to them that it takes advantage of every tiny little glisten on each of these rhinestones. And I couldn't resist these. I got them at a lovely price, really good price, and that's why I can put them up for $12. I think they're just lovely. Oh, do upload a picture. Snowberry would love to see it.
Yeah, please do. I would love to see that snowberry. Look how, I mean, these are dramatic. They are just a fantastic dramatic drop that really does make a statement. And these are, wow, 3.5 inches, 3.5 inches drop length. And they are just so pretty. These are,
Yeah.
if I were going out on Broadway in Nashville with a bunch of girlfriends for a bachelorette party, I would totally wear these if I could actually wear non gold earrings. And I would wear a jean jacket and these rhinestone cowboy boots, and I would be really fabulous. But if you're also going to just a wedding or a fancy cocktail party or New Year's Eve, this would be beautiful with a black dress. They just add a little fun sparkle.
I don't know how old these are. I really don't have any idea. The puddling on the back makes me think that they're older. I don't know if they've been given a new shepherd's hook at some stage, but I think the earrings themselves are proper vintage. And I think someone has actually put them on the shepherd's hook, probably to make them easier to wear. But the quality of the rhinestone, the sparkle of the rhinestone, when you take it back to that ear length and you see that sort of movement in them, it's just so pretty and so feminine. I really love it.
It's so good. Yeah, shoulder dusters, Pam.
Yeah.
When you have something to say, these are your earrings. Exactly.
Yeah. I think someone has saved these, and I'm really glad that they did, and they've got a bit more life. I think someone has saved them, and I think they're really pretty. I think, and they deserve to be saved too.
They do, because they're so nice, and you might as well be able to wear them. They're just fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start the countdown on these at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Oop, sorry, Nate. I'm giving you heart attacks again.
It's okay. We'll say our goodbyes now, and we should be safe. I'm almost dead.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. I think if someone's actually taking shots for everything that I have dropped tonight, you are probably very buzzed right now, because I am just, today is my clumsy day. I don't know what to tell y'all, but I'm the one that managed to get barbecue sauce on my sock somehow at Disney. So if that tells y'all anything.
I think that goes to Serenity. Thank you, Serenity. Thanks. Lovely to see you. I think I should pick it out pretty quickly, that coffin. I love those earrings, and Serenity. I swear, I think those are the types of pieces that when you wear them, people are going to look and think, are those diamond earrings? Because they look understated and really sophisticated, and I think that people will think that they're real. I really do.
Yeah, I think they will. Yeah, Angela, I have to say, she says today, question mark. Yeah, it's not just today. Every day is clumsy day for Katie. And Nettie says, I'm so glad I'm not playing the drinking game today. Today would be a bad day. Yes.
So I think that's the last item. There was one item that didn't sell that we can show really, really quickly if you'd like. And we've got one more giveaway for everybody.
And this is $28. If anybody is interested in this, you can just put green. It is for this European brooch with AB stones. It's 2 inches in size, and it is fantastically beautiful.
This is one of the pieces I got from the Ukraine. It's really, really pretty. And hold it the other way around, because for some reason I like it horizontal, but
yeah, I think
that I just love. Oh, look, Rachel's claimed it.
All right, Rachel, congratulations.
Fantastic.
You are getting that green one. That is a stunner. You're going to love that.
Hi, Alcava dropsies, yeah.
Yes, I have the dropsies. I don't know. So let's see. I saw.
Karen said, thanks, Poodle. You got a $400 food commission.
Someone was asking me how I got barbecue sauce on my sock, and I'll be honest, I have no idea. I didn't even notice it, but I was eating these barbecue ribs that were, to be honest, very messy, and they weren't barbecue ribs like, you know how you would get baby back ribs where they're in a, you kind of just nibble off one side and the bones in the middle. These had a bunch of little bones like going this way. I don't know what kind of ribs they were. They were delicious, but I some fell onto the table and I didn't see it, and I leaned in. I was trying to lean over so that it would drip onto the plate. And I guess it got on the edge of the table because I leaned in and then it smeared on my shirt. And I guess when it smeared on my shirt, somehow also got on my sock. I don't know. I'm a mess and a half sometimes. Anyway.
Oh, Noel, I hope you have a great weekend too. Thank you so much. We've got one more giveaway. Thank you everyone for staying with us. We really appreciate you. We know how late it is. We know that you could be in your beds, that you could be watching other sales and other shows. We really do appreciate you. You do not need to have purchased anything to enter into our giveaways. They're a gift to you. They're letters of the alphabet, one at a time. Good luck, but guess as many times as you like. That's the spiel. Yeah, I a lot of food, but nowhere near as much as Katie.
Yeah, I'm a dropper, and I already see the letter. I love this, Noel. Noel, heartiest good night and exuberant weekend to all. I am a big fan of this, and I think we will say that next time.
Okay, I see it as well. I'll message you who I believe the winner to be.
Poodle says I'm a chronic food dropper. Yes, I am too. I am, I don't know how, but I am a total chronic food dropper. Okay, let me see who this goes to. And Rachel, congratulations. You won our mystery postcard.
Willie Joe with R for Romeo. Thanks everyone who has entered.
Rachel, thank you so much. Excuse me. Thank you guys all for the fabulous evening. Poodle, we're so glad to have you back in the alleyway. That's always an exciting night when you're here. And all of our friends in the chat, we just cannot thank you enough. And I will be working on invoices. Tomorrow I am going over to my grandmother's. We're having kind of a late Easter celebration because I was sick during Easter and we couldn't see each other. So my grandma's worked very, very hard on Easter baskets. Yes. We still get them as an adult. She just loves doing them. And so I'm excited. So we're going to spend some time over there. Family day tomorrow. But then in the evening to the next day, I'll be working on invoices then. But thank you all very much. We hope you have a heartiest weekend. I love that so much. I think it's great. And a fantastic week ahead. And Nate, thank you for doing this with me.
Thanks all to you. If you do all the work, I'm just here in the background being a little bit annoying. But what's your sign off?
And I hope, as always, friends, that you'll save that vintage, spin that vinyl, and bend YouTube. Bye-bye, everyone.
Toodaloo kangaroos.